guys, and welcome back to my channel. Merry Christmas. We are a busy household right now. All of my family is here. My mom, my sister is over here. Danae, mommy, our friend of the family, which is like my mom's sister.
Hi.
Say hello. Of course, my dad is over there sitting down. He's over there sitting down. We're sitting down reading. The kids are running around. We got the Christmas tree. Andrew has an ice pack, but anticipating counting his gifts. The girls are in here helping with the apple prep for a casserole that I will make, and you will see me make this in this video. And there, of course, there's Cashy Cash. Cash. Yes, so we are busy, but right now my mom and my sister, they're actually prepping for, my mom is making all the desserts for Christmas dinner, but she's prepping all the stuff because we're getting ready to have this Christmas party and scavenger hunt and bingo game. I'll just have a good time. But I'm going to show you right now my prep for my meats. I'm making a prime rib and a turkey breast, well, 2 prime ribs and a turkey breast. This has been a tradition for our family that we've done for the last 8 years, since my twins were probably 7 years. They weren't even a year yet. We started making that as a tradition. So I'm going to show you my prep, like how I do everything beforehand, because I have to cook this at 4 a.m. and it cooks for 5 hours to the temperature that we like to eat it, of course, which is well. But of course, if you don't eat it well, then you'll cook it to the temperature that you like it. But it still has to cook for a while, and then we still have other things that we have to prepare. Yes? He don't need nothing. So yeah, so let's get started. So I've already washed both of my prime ribs. I like to leave the, of course, the...
Watch this.
Yes. Sorry, y'all. Gotta feed the babies. Okay, so I've already washed. I like to leave the food twine on here after it's washed. I like to remove it once it's cooked. I don't have, it does have the bone. I was telling my sister that I thought that both of my ribs did not have the bone. I thought it was boneless, but this has, both of them have the bone in them. And then of course, this is my turkey breast right here. This is what I'm using for the marinades to cook it with. I always use beefy onion, this beefy onion soup, for pretty much a lot of my beef recipes anyway. But this is what I use on there on the outside to coat. And Worcestershire sauce, garlic powder, butter, and a little bit of olive oil, some paprika, herb of Provence always, and a little bit of brown sugar. And that is it. Now this year I'm trying something new where I'm going to do this prime rib roasted garlic and herb marinade injection. I think that'll be really good. Not because my parents use this when they're cooking their turkey, and it always comes out so flavorful. And with the turkey breast, I am doing, of course, on the outside, chicken bouillon, butter, olive oil, garlic powder, herb of Provence, paprika, and I am injecting it with the butter Creole style. Usually they use the Cajun style when they're deep frying it. We're going to use the butter for roasting. Yep, that is it. So we're going to go ahead and get this marinated. This will marinate, both pans will marinate in the refrigerator. No candy. Both of them will marinate in the refrigerator overnight, well, for the hours before me preparing the meat. so got the turkey breast marinated, and these are going in the refrigerator till 4 a.m. Got the prime ribs marinated. You saw me injecting and seasoning them down. And so we will put them on in the morning. The temperature, of course, I'll tell you the temperature for the prime rib, but the first 15 minutes is 475 to get that nice crispy crust on it. That's what gives it that crust, a high temperature. And then we turn it all the way down to 325 for 5 hours. Yes. Excuse my crackling voice. It is 4:12 a.m. and it is time to start Christmas dinner. Merry Christmas. Yes, I am right now. I get up every year and put the prime rib on at 4 because it needs to cook 20 minutes per pound. And I've got 2 prime ribs this morning, and we like our prime rib to be well done. So I let it cook about 5 hours, 4.5, 5 hours. And I'll tell you the exact temperature once it's ready, and show you how it looks. But I'm just gonna finish all my prepping. Excuse my bonnet. 4 a.m. You're not like dressed for success. We'll do that later on. We serve dinner at 4. It's more like a Christmas dinner versus like a Christmas lunch. What's on the menu is prime rib, turkey breast. Those are the meats. We're having yeast rolls. We're having applesauce casserole, potatoes au gratin, a nice apple and pecan salad. Yes, it's really, really good. I made it some months ago, just trying it out, and my family really, really loved it. And so I usually do a salad anyway, every year. So I wanted to share this recipe with my family. We are doing roasted vegetables, carrots and mushrooms, roasted carrots and mushrooms. We are doing, what else are we doing? I'm trying to think, so early. Yes, roasted bacon wrapped green beans, and I think that's it. When I remember whatever and I pull everything else out, then I'll be able to show you. But yeah, so this video is going to be a bit different. I'm not going to be doing much talking because it is 4 in the morning. So my family is asleep and we want to keep it that way. We don't want the kids waking up right now. Plus I've got gifts to bring downstairs. We were so busy, I have not even wrapped gifts. And so I'm just gonna lay everything out, and when they come downstairs, they know what they picked because they picked it out anyway. So they'll just open it up. Yes, and as far as my family gift, I'm gonna give that to them. I'm gonna try to wrap that in a few minutes once I get everything situated and I have some free time, and do that. And yeah, so let's get started. Merry Christmas. So what you see in this roaster right here is so funny. I'm just so thankful that it's been a year ago since I used this roaster, and it's such a blessing that I'm able to stand here again and use this roaster again. Thank you, Lord. So what I did was, this particular roaster I think I bought a couple of years ago at Macy's, and they were on sale. The issue with this roaster is it burns at the bottom. Pretty much kind of like an oven. You know, when you've cooked stuff in the oven, how it leaves that almost charcoal look at the bottom. It's clean, but I didn't want to have to soak this for hours or scrub it, because I had scrubbed it so hard last year, because I don't like to leave stuff soaking, that I scrubbed some of the finish or whatever off of the roaster. So what I said this year was I sprayed the roaster with cooking spray, and I lined it with foil. And what you see in the bottom here is just a large, my oven is ready, a large 32 ounce fat-free, 50% less sodium, because I didn't need full sodium, beef broth. Typically you serve it with an au jus, which is just pretty much just the juices from the meat, and of course beef broth. So as this cooks, this will keep the bottom moist, of course, but as the prime ribs cook, the juices from the prime rib will be in here, and it'll just be so delicious. So I'm gonna go ahead, I set my oven for 475 to 450 to 475 is what you need to set your oven on. Typically 450, 20 minutes, 475, 15 minutes, because you want your prime rib to cook. I'm doing 475 for 15 minutes, saving myself the extra 5 minutes, because you have to have that crust. In order for you to get that crust on your roast, you've got to cook it at a very high temperature for 15 to 20 minutes, and then drop it all the way down to 350. Actually, I'm gonna cook mine at 325. And yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get this roast in the pan and get it in the oven for 15 minutes. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you, of course, after 15 minutes, I'm gonna set my timer and everything. I'll show you after 15 minutes how it should look, and then we'll go from there. Crust starting to form on it, and now taking it down to 325 for 5 hours or until it's ready. So that is what my family did for Christmas. My house is a disaster, of course, again, but it is worth it because it is Christmas. Gifts have been opened, love have been spread. We are about to eat this delicious meal, and I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday. Merry Christmas to you and Happy New Year, and I'll see you guys next video. Bye.